Hey guys, my name is Alex and I'm going to build RockStack, a full stack SaaS boilerplate in the next 2 months. It's going to support Remix, Next.js, and SvelteKit. So why am I building another boilerplate if I already have one that is paying the bills for the past 2 years, which is FastRock, built with Remix? Well, I'm a builder. I like to build things. Burnout, I like to try other projects. And the main thing is I want to build something minimal because SaaSRock has tons of features, like too many. And I want to build something simple for from beginners to intermediate to senior developers. And another factor is that I always implemented Prisma, but I want to try with Drizzle now. So I'm going to build a repository pattern around this. It may not be the best practice, but you can delete all the Drizzle files if you like to use Prisma and vice versa. And of course, Tailwind CSS plus ShadCN, which is the best combination for building UI, and Stripe, which in my opinion is the best payment processor, and of course Postmark, my go-to email provider, but also Recent, which is getting pretty popular lately. So the application shell that has worked for me is having marketing pages, landing, pricing, contact, login, register, admin pages, which is where you see your MRR, your accounts, users, roles, permissions, and so on. And of course, the application dashboard, which is the end application for your users or customers, which will contain like an empty dashboard, settings for subscription, members, profile, account, logo and icon, and so on. And so I'm going to build the database ORM calls around a repository pattern so you can call Prisma and Drizzle or delete one of them. And of course, mock data for development, for testing, I mean. And subscription and payments with Stripe will support flat rate per seat, one time, and usage based. I'm going to build some minimal examples on each one of them. Email services, like I said, Postmark and Recent, but I may implement like loops and mailguns. So I'm gonna abstract the most that I can, which is pretty simple because every email is contains a subject, a body, and who is sending it and on which name. And the core features that this boilerplate will contain is auth and user management, a built-in email strategy for login, subscription and payments, roles and permissions, page blocks, which is a concept that I've been working on for the past 2 years, uh, which pretty much define your marketing pages, the loader data, the meta tags, and the actions. Now, this will be SEO optimized on every edition, meaning on Remix, Next, and Svelte. It's going to be multi-tenant by tenant ID columns. It will contain cache and multi-theme. In this example, I can switch to orange. And internationalization, which is pretty important for me because I don't like when you have slash and then the language and then slash contact, for example. I like to keep my translation keys cookie based, not URL based. Now, theme customization will be pretty easy with Tailwind CSS and ShadC and UI. And I will implement the most tests that I can while I'm developing this because I need to make sure that my Prisma, Drizzle, and Mock database um, ORM mechanisms work on each of them. And the architecture that I already explained, you can see how many pages you will have, like on the marketing section, admin section, and the applications section. And you can see the code architecture that I will be putting here. Like I'm gonna modularize every feature, and if it's core, it's gonna go on the core module. If it's account related, it's gonna go here, and so on. And the database, I'm gonna build like blocks of models. Like for example, tenant has tenant, tenant user invitation, registration, and so on. So going back, the deployment is also pretty important for me because I'd like to support Vercel out of the box, which is like super simple to deploy things, and Fly to keep my own server so I can manage the RAM and so on, and an Amazon Lightsail, which is something that I've been using for the past 5 years. And Supabase as examples for Postgres deployment, PlanetScale for the example as MySQL, and I want to try Turbo. Turcell.tech, because SQLite is getting pretty production ready for the past years. Now, if you want to support the development, you can get a 90% discount. You have to go to rockstack.earlyb.io and you can pre-order at $19. On launch day, it will be $199. Now, let me show you my progress. I already built the Remix shell. So I have my pricing page, my landing page, contact page, newsletter. And if I go to the application, I have this is what the tenant sees, what your customers see. The dashboard, which is fake data, settings where they can change their profile, add members, change their subscription, see their features and limits, change their accounts, and some debug page so you can see what is returning as permissions, as the session, and so on. And then the admin side, I need to log out and log in as my admin user. And this will contain a simple dashboard, accounts, users, roles, and permissions. And I guess that's it. And I already implemented like a minimal version on Next. So this will be with React Server components. And let me show you, like, if I go to my RockStack Next, there's a contact page where I define the loader, the meta tags, and the blocks and the action. And this will be almost the same as the Remix one, the contact page. As you can see, there's the loader. Well, there's no loader here, but meta tags, blocks, and action submission. And the blocks is the one that I told you, the page block builder that I built. So you can define quickly your landing pages for setting the header, some heading, the main component, and then the footer. And on the landing page, you can see that I have a banner, a header, a hero, and I have my copy here. So it's pretty simple to override like a landing page. And finally, my progress on SvelteKit is pretty minimal, but I really liked it because I was able to implement internationalization cookie based. Like if I refresh the page, I still have my site in Spanish. And of course, the scheme where I can toggle the scheme and have like my theme color. And yeah, that's it. If you want to read more about why am I building this, you can read my article introducing RockStack, where I explain in more detail why am I building this and how long it will take me. I'm thinking 2 months. So if you would like to pre-order, you could get a 90% discount on this. So thanks.